Hey everybody, it's me. I know I haven't posted in a while, at least a video. In fact, it's probably been about a year since the last time I did a video update. But I just want to come back and let you guys know that I'm still around. And one thing you'll probably notice is that the only thing I've really posted in the last year has been music, which for people who kind of are familiar with my older stuff, like short films and features, is probably kind of strange because up until then, I'd only posted maybe one album back and years ago that I didn't really. I was just kind of a practice run. But after I made Tune Out, I decided that kind of got my love of music to kind of come back, and so I decided I'm going to do some more music. And keep in mind, I'm not a trained musician at all. In fact, the only time I've really had any like actual like training was from like piano lessons when I was a kid. And even when I did my first album, a couple years ago, about 6 or 7 years ago, I was only using like loops and like just ambient sounds. It wasn't really anything that I was playing. I didn't know anything about playing keyboards. But it wasn't until early 2022, during the whole COVID thing. I couldn't make a movie, so I figured, hey, maybe I'll try music again. So I bought a keyboard and I just started playing away. And that playing away slowly became an album. And then that album became another album. That the first one was Days in the Neighborhood and second one was Liminal Faces. And after I did that, I was like, okay, well, I can put sounds together and I can actually play on the keyboard a little bit. Maybe I'll try something a little bit bigger. So I put out Eternal Acreage, which was kind of like a concept album with like a narrative. Even though there's no lyrics, I try to tell a story just from the music and the sound effects that were in there. So that was a lot. That was very different for me, but that really solidified my love for I want to do music more and actually take it seriously. And since then, I've done two more albums. I did with Pulp, and then my most recent one I posted about a month ago was called Nil. What's interesting about the Nil album is that's actually the basis for the next feature film that I'm doing. And I won't go into detail how. It's not connected like in terms of like the contents of it, but it's inspired or like they kind of take place in the same universe. It's hard to explain. But that brings me to the fact that I am doing another feature film. And I know I talked about this about a year ago that we had plans to do another feature film, a third one, which had never gone away. It's just that this money and time and stuff has just been kind of been a factor of delaying that. But we're very much in production still. We're just right now just kind of getting the script solidified. We have locations. Then we're going to start doing auditions, and we're going to shoot this next feature. One of the reasons why I have been shooting like lower end, like because this is basically another family drama. Because the last two films were family dramas. This one's going to be a family drama, just with some twists. And I don't want to give away what those twists are, but I'll just say it's not what you expect for a regular family drama. There's a lot going on, but it is still very small scale. And one of the reasons why I've been doing kind of small scale movies, the last two and then this one, is really just money. And I do have big ambitions for like, big budget sci-fi and fantasy stuff, but that's all about money. So my hope is for this next feature is to kind of condense a big story into a really tiny spot, only one location, but tell a big story that's happening outside the world, and have some big concepts. And hopefully that will lead to something much bigger, which is fully my plan. But in the meantime, I've just been working on music, and I'm pretty happy with what I've got so far. They haven't got a lot of views, and I think that's just because my viewers aren't used to the fact that I'm releasing music and not videos. But I just wanted to tell you guys that this is a temporary thing. I'm just working on music, like full on, just for a little bit. I'm still going to work on music later on the road, but I did my 5 albums that I wanted to, and now I'm good for that. But when I do another album, this might be after I do this feature. I'm going to go for something a little bit more traditional of an album because they've all been sort of concept albums, in that they're just and like they have like there's a narrative thread, but there's no lyrics or anything like that to tell you. Because if you were to listen to any of them, you'd have no idea where the story is. You only know the story because I put it in the video description. But the next one, I am going to have like an actual like a narrator. Obviously, going to be lyricists, people singing, singers, and a lot more refined technology when it comes to composing the music. Because right now, I'm just using an iPad, and I have a keyboard that I just plug into it. And that's all I really have. So my gear isn't really that sophisticated, but I'm pretty happy with what I've managed to create just based on the fact that, one, I have no experience, and I'm using really, basic technology that isn't really designed to have like a big sound. So I'm going to do another feature. I'm going to do one more album, and then, at least for now, and then afterwards, the hope is to get some clout that we can get to do a big feature, like a real movie, not just gathering what friends I have to, make something really small like a family drama. Not that I have a problem with family dramas, but that's really not the genre that I really want to remain in. I've always wanted to do big stuff. I suppose I could do a comedy, but my comedic style is very specific. What I find funny is not what most people find funny. It's very, very warped sense of humor. I do have one script that is a comedy that there's no way that could be released on YouTube. It would be NC-17, hands down. Not even just for the violence. There's a lot going on. But that's, in terms of like comedy, that's really the only like true comedy that I'm interested in making. Because just comedy in general doesn't really interest me in terms of like telling a story. It's good for like short little clippets. That's great, but not for a whole feature for me anyway. What I really want to do is some of the stuff that I established kind of earlier on in my film career, little concepts that I want to expand bigger on and with a bigger budget and stuff. But until then, it's just kind of making music and doing some small features where we can. And hopefully, once we shoot this thing, we're going to do a Kickstarter or GoFundMe to get some of the post work done. Because, in fact, the post work is going to be where most of our budget is going to have to go to, because there's a lot needed for that. But to shoot it, we're going to be going very kind of stripped down. So that's basically the update that I wanted to share with y'all. Just let you know that there is still stuff going down. I know I keep saying this. I've said this a few times that we have stuff down the roster, but a lot of stuff external from YouTube has kind of inhibited that from really coming to fruition. But definitely trying, not giving up on doing movies at all. I'm just taking like a little hiatus. I was taking a hiatus. I'm kind of slowly getting out of that hiatus. My hiatus was the music stuff, but now I'm getting back into film. And I'm really, really excited about this new project. I think you guys are going to really like it. I don't necessarily have a plan on how I'm going to distribute it. My last two I have on YouTube, but I don't know if that's going to be the right route to get money back, basically. So if we want to like either put like a trailer up on YouTube and then link it to getting it like a video on demand thing, I don't know yet. But I'm excited. And I hope you guys are, still around and checking in. And because definitely appreciate how many views I've got. The fact that I have almost 400,000 subscribers and, gosh, almost 180 million views. That's ridiculous. Like I'm not even a YouTuber. Not really. I mean, I post some stuff on YouTube, but I'm not a social media person. I don't know anything about social media. I just want to get my stuff out there, and YouTube and the internet seems to be the only avenue for that. But I'm still not a tech guy. I make stuff and hope people see it. So I'm getting better at learning how to market myself and market my stuff. But it definitely helps to have people like and share my stuff. So when I post some new stuff, I hope you guys will do that. Not that, or not, it doesn't, I'm not like begging. I'm just saying, like, if you want to see more content from me, share, watch and comment. Definitely comment, because something about the algorithm. They don't like videos that there are not comments on it. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the update. Things are going well, relatively, and more things are going to be down the pipeline. So see you guys later.